Welcome to a new life. I'm feeling dizzy, man. Keep relapsing and all that. I'm sick of this. The environment is terrible. But yeah. Islam is false. Christianity is false as well. Fuck out of here. Fucking idiots.
Give me 4 minutes and I will prove that the Quran is from God. So the first thing that I start...
Fucking idiot, bro. Like, you don't even know Arabic, bro. Like, why are you believing something that you... Like, what can I say, bro? I know you're relying on the interpretation, not the interpretation, but the translation and all that, but it's not the same. I mean, a lot of words are are added. A lot of meanings are twisted. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Asking about, like, okay, the question we all ask is like, is this being written by a person or does it really come from a higher power? And it's super interesting when you look into that, how the creator acknowledges himself. He literally does it throughout the whole Quran by asking questions back to us.
Fucking idiot, bro. You have to prove that's the case. You do not start with the creator as given the book. That should be the conclusion. It's circular reasoning. I know you're not trying to argue for anything there. I don't know if the circular reasoning applies here. But you cannot start with, like, the creator, you know what I'm saying? He told us that. You have to prove that that comes from the creator. Fucking idiot.
If we asking the questions, we get the questions back. And it's so fascinating. I mean, God invites us to look at the signs. For example, right over here, chapter 51, in verse 20 and 21, it says, and on planet Earth, there are signs for those with certainty, and there are signs in yourself as well. Why do you not see it?
What
it's
signs?
Literally asking a question, why do you not see it? We
give me the fucking signs, you fucking idiot, bro. Give me the... Bro, I don't have that much knowledge about religion, but I know I'm damn, bro. I'm damn certain, bro. Like, I feel certain that this shit is man-made, bro. Because, like, so many claims, you can't even prove one claim, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Why should I believe in your bullshit, motherfuckers, man? Get out of here.
These days.
You even got time for these niggas, bro.
But if you literally just take a step into nature, you look at the complexity of the universe, the sky, the stars, the nature.
This motherfucker already with the watchmaker argument. Get out of here. Nigga talking about complexity. Just because you didn't observe any example in nature that is complex, that doesn't have a creator, doesn't mean that it cannot have a creator, you fucking idiot. Also, I can give you an example if you want. If you look at the mutations in animals, these are an example of complexity, but they're a result of natural selection, a result of evolution. So get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Water, the fact that we are able to breathe,
bro, I'm done with y'all, motherfuckers, bro. I'm done with y'all, bro. Like, bro, y'all trying to control the population, you're trying to control people with this religion bullshit, bro. Like, you think I don't know, bro? Like, every person who's aware knows this thing. You know, how states, how society uses religion to control minds, to brainwash people. But it's usually the ignorant. It's usually the, you know what I'm saying, those who do not process deeply, those who do not overanalyze, who just follow blindly. But you cannot, you cannot do that shit to the people, like, who are aware, or like, who actually look into things. We don't just follow everything, bro. Like, because the number of people who follow something does not indicate that it's true. Same goes for Islam, same goes for Christianity, for all these garbage religions, bro. Man-made bullshit. We never saw anything of these claims, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just by the time we had cameras, we had the technology and all that, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? No miracles, no prophets, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Doesn't this make it so obvious? Like, come on now. I cannot disprove religions in a definitive sense, but I don't see no reason to believe in them. Like, on the basis of truth. You can believe in them in the basis of comfort. But if your basis is not truth, then you can find comfort in basically a lot of religions, I think. Why not lean towards Buddhism, for example? Why not lean towards Taoism, for example? I think these are more, what can I say, these are more peaceful, you know, than these two major religions. That's just me. The Crusades, you know what I'm saying, the Islamic invasions, bro, these are not peaceful, bro. Too many people died, too many, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't solely for, like, the Crusades, for example, or the, I don't know how it's pronounced, to be honest, but the Crusades or whatever. It's not solely for religion, right? It's also for expansion, for a lot of other purposes as well.
In yourself. I mean, look at the complexity of.
Bro, listen, bro. Like, I'm jerking off, bro. Like, I'm feeling terrible, and I'm smart in y'all dirty ass fuckers, bro. Bro, like, I'm living a terrible life. I ain't got no support. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all fuckers, bro. Like, y'all study 24/7, and y'all still see some stupid bullshit like this. Like, what's this, bro? Is this really an argument? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Our bodies, the fact that I'm even able to speak, that I'm able to see, smell, and hear. It's actually something that we never think about, right?
You're fucking idiot, bro. Like, even if there is a creator, I'm not dismissing the existence of a creator, bro. I believe in necessary existence, which could be either a necessary being or a necessary reality. But y'all too stupid to understand these things. That's why I don't delve deep into these things. Y'all fucking retarded. But that doesn't mean it's your God, the one that you believe in. The one who allows all this suffering and all that. At least, like, because you assign this characteristic to him, right? In classical theism, God is defined as omnipotent, omniscient, all-wise, benevolent, all good. But we don't see, like, the problem with the two last characteristics. I don't see how they are objectively better. You know what I'm saying? That non-wiseness, the unwiseness, and then evilness. Like, how do you define perfection in this sense? This is a problem. Why isn't evilness perfection? Why does goodness, human goodness, has to be the same as God's goodness? You never ask these questions because you're a fucking retard, bitch. Why should I believe a fucking retard? Why should I listen to you, bitch? Normally, the people who are like the idiots listen to the smart, not the other way around, bro. I don't even look into these things like that. But I already know bullshit, bro. When I hear bullshit, I already know bullshit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And to be honest, into religion, I was fascinated by science,
Fucking
and
idiots.
I still am. And the beautiful thing is that the more I started reading this book, the more I saw that it's absolutely in line with science.
Yeah, you don't even understand Arabic, you fucking idiots. How is in line with science? How is a flat line with science? Tell me, yeah. You fucking idiot, dog.
And people always think like religion and science, they don't go hand in hand, but it actually does.
No,
In
it
chapter
doesn't.
21,
Fuck out of here. 6,000 years ago, you know what I'm saying? The earth was made 6,000 years ago. Fuck out of here. The earth is 4 billion years old. 4.5 or 4.4. I don't know, something like that. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about, bitch?
This is one of the first that actually started to really convince me. It says, do the
Bro,
disbelief.
I don't believe in objective morality, bro. Yeah, see me cussing, bro. Like, if motherfuckers get on my nerve, if there is no threat, bro, like I'm not object to no threats, bro. I'm gonna cuss these dirty ass fuckers. I'm gonna cuss y'all too, fucking garbage, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. I'm done with everything, bro. Like, it's like sometimes, like when you're too aware, bro, like you question, like, why am I in this world? Why am I under the control of these damn ass fuckers, bro? They don't even use their brains. Like, you gotta hate the system. You gotta hate the way it is. But y'all fucking idiots, y'all too dumb to pay attention to this shit. Y'all too dumb to complain about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you complain about the obvious. You complain about wars. You complain, but you don't complain about human nature. You don't complain about the fact that you complain about the control, but only from one side, right? But you don't complain about the control in terms of this religion bullshit and all that. Like how they try to control the minds of people. And the fucking idiots, bro, like they just fall for that shit. Fucking, this is why, like, the number of people who follow something is never, like, is never a reliable indicator of whether it's true, of whether it's reasonable. Because you'll find most people like who are born Muslim, they die Muslim, like 99%. Most people who are born Christian, they die Christian. Like, where the fuck is your fucking minds? Like, did y'all even choose your religion? Like, suck my dick, man. I'm done with y'all fucking garbage, man. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers. Suck my dick, nigga. I'm done with this shit, bro. Damn, I'm spitting all over my shit. Y'all getting on my nerves, niggas. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Fucking pussy ass niggas.
Not see that the heavens and the earth were once joined together and then we split them apart. Is
Yo, come here, you fucking bitch. Come here. If that talks about the Big Bang, was there a heaven and earth during the Big Bang? You fucking idiot. Answer that question. You're talking about joining. There was no heaven and earth 13 billion years ago. What the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker? This is not science, idiot.
the Big Bang. I mean, this is the theory that
Bro, you see this idiot, bro. Like, yeah, really listen to these idiots, bro. Bro, you're fucking idiots, bro. Idiots listen to idiots. I mean, it's nothing surprising. But when you see like people like who are actually ruling the world, bro, like this idiotic, like when you see like people like with the influence, this fucking garbage, bro, like they ain't got shit to say. They started 24/7. They spit bullshit. It's not about information, bro. It's about having accurate information. You know what I'm saying? It's about having knowledge. Information doesn't mean anything. It can be false.
we started thinking about a little while ago, like maybe 100, 200 years ago. And it says after that, and we made every living thing from water, H2O. I mean, our bodies are 70%.
Come here. I don't even look into that religion at all, bro. But come here, dumbass bitch. Did you just say everything made of water? What about the jinns? What about the angels from your religion? Are they made of water? Are they not living beings? Now tell me, no, hell no. Tell me. Jinns are made of fire. Angels are made of light. So get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Water. How did the prophet know that like so long ago, like 1400 years ago? And then the last question of this verse, will they then not believe? It's like constantly asking questions.
Bro, listen, bro. You fucking idiot, bro. You're so fucking moronic, these people, bro. Bro, even if there is a creator, even if we grant there is a creator, bro, why does he need your fucking worship, you fucking dirty ass bitch? Bro, do you really think that he created this 30 billion light years, 30 billion, I think light years universe, bro, like, and he still would care about your dress code, like what do you do in your life? Like, get your dirty ass out of here. One thing I can tell you is that it doesn't seem that there is an objective purpose behind the existence of humans. I mean, they can disappear anytime. Who gives a fuck? The universe will still continue to exist. If this God really cared about the existence of humans, then why doesn't he prevent suffering? Then why doesn't he prevent wars? They'll lead to, I mean, that reduces the, you know what I'm saying, that reduces lives, you know what I'm saying? Fucking idiot, use your fucking mind, you fucking bitch. Like, don't just spit nonsense, like, just don't talk bullshit, bro. Like, use your fucking mind, you fucking idiot.
It's asking questions back to us, like, how do you not see it? And then there is this other chapter 55, which is called Ar-Rahman, the most gracious. Is one of the names of God, of Allah, that is described in the Quran. It is an entire chapter to this acknowledgement of questions and how this chapter, Ar-Rahman, is described.
No, the real question is that why do you believe without evidence, without definitive evidence? That's the real question, you fucking idiot. And you got no answer. Nobody has any answer. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, so many damn claims, so many extraordinary claims. Where is the evidence? Where is the fucking evidence, bitch?
It is constantly giving signs, such as here it says, He created man and taught him how to speak. He gave him all the tools to be able to speak. Or here, another sign, the sun and the moon move in precise calculation. This is one of the first here. And then every single time when he throws these signs in here, in this chapter, it is repeating the same question. So which one, God's favors, will...
Bro, is that really what... Bro, you're reading that in English, bro. You don't even know Arabic. I want to see the original verse. Keep playing around like that.
You deny. It is constantly giving signs. Look at nature, look at the animals, look at this. What are you, many more signs do you need? How can we deny these favors of our Lord? Every single living thing is being made out of water. Like these things, but there are many more scientific verses that were not proven by science yet in that time. I mean, 1400 years ago,
Bro,
this
get the
Quran
fuck
has
out
been
of
put
here,
together.
nigga. Get the fuck out of here. The first one that you say when you talked about water, everything made of living water, everything, living is made of water. I was already said by someone called Thales or something. Thales, I think it was a Greek philosopher or something like that. I don't know, but it was already been said, so it's not something new like the Quran came up with. So get the fuck out of here.
What's been revealed to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. For example, also here in chapter 51, it goes deeper into the same verse that talks about the Big Bang kind of theory. It says, and the heaven we have constructed with strength, and indeed we are its expander.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. You ain't going to know heaven, bro. 99% of this religious garbage, bro, you ain't going nowhere. Because they keep constantly insulting the other religions. They keep constantly, bro, I don't believe in these things, so that doesn't apply to me. But if you believe in these things, you believe that you have to be moral, you believe in objective morality, but you still drink alcohol, you still smoking cigarette like the miserable bitch you are, and you still fucking hoes, you ain't going to no heaven. Suck my dick. You ain't going nowhere, bitch. Fuck out of here, dirty ass motherfuckers. Bro, most of y'all ain't even going nowhere, because all y'all know is cussing, all y'all know. Bro, I can see y'all fuckers, bro. Like, I think I don't watch the videos, I don't see what's going on social media. I didn't have any interaction with no religious people. Most of them, they're garbage. Like, they don't even know shit. They just know how to cuss. They just know how to attack. Suck my dick, nigga.
So God
fucking
is expanding
niggers,
it. And this is what science proves. Science proves that the universe is expanding. Or here, for example, he created the day and the night and the sun and the moon, all moving in perfect orbit. And they...
Bro, you're using the translation. Give me the original verse. We're gonna see if it says that. Fucking idiots. Because the translation can be can be misleading. It can contain words that are not there. It can be changed. Like the meaning could be changed. You cannot rely on translation. And most of the verse of the Quran, they don't even know their interpretation. So how can you follow a book that you don't even understand? Like, are you fucking stupid? Like, how can you follow a book that like 50,000 interpretation books? Like, how can you follow something that you don't even understand? Like, are you out of your fucking mind or something? What can I say, man?
You know that iron doesn't come from planet Earth. It comes from somewhere out of the universe. And the Quran says that. I mean, science found that out later, but it already was described in the Quran. How is that possible? Every single person has a unique fingerprint. It's also in the Quran. And also the Quran came in.
No, that's true. That's not true. That's not true because, I mean, theoretically, two or more people, they can share the same fingerprint. The probability is estimated to be 1 in trillions, I think, or something like that. So it's not impossible. I mean,
in a time where the Arabic world really started more looking into poetry, you know, these rhymes and these things, but this was something that could never be written in those times, and even right now by a human being.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. You didn't say shit. You didn't say shit. There were already attempts to write the Quran, bro. But they refused them. You need the criteria, you need this criteria, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Fasaha, you need balagha. What is the balagha? What is the fasaha? And didn't Iblis came up with the same, you know, he came up with verses like تلك الغرانيق العلا وإن شفاعتهن لا ترتجى. But no one actually, you know, no one actually accepts that. I mean, even the Prophet, he prayed with the fucking verse. So many bullshit, bro. gonna tackle with Christianity. I'm not that familiar with Christianity, but we're gonna tackle everything. I'm gonna try. There is no Antichrist, there is none of that bullshit. I don't believe in that shit. Why doesn't he come? Like, what is he waiting for? Like, look at what's going on in the world, all the war, all that. Where is this fucking Antichrist? Get the fuck out of here with this supernatural, what can I say, with this fictional bullshit. Like, we're not in enemy, motherfucker. Like, what Antichrist? What are you talking about? Fucking idiots, bro. Fucking still believing in fucking fiction bullshit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I need that beer, bro. I gotta tackle some niggas that don't know much. I gotta tackle some niggas. What is that bitch's name, bro? I gotta tackle some niggas that don't know shit, bro. Bro, what is that bitch's name? Bitch name, bitch fame. Get the fuck out of my face. What is your name, bitch? We wanna see what do you gotta say, bro. I haven't watched that bit. Bitch fame, bitch fame. No? Bitch name, bitch fame. What's this about here? Let's move on to Christianity, bro. I don't need. I don't need. I don't. Yes, videos. I ain't got time for this shit. So come on, dude. Let's see. In no book saying that the Earth is 6,000 years old is the book of a creator. Get the fuck out of here. One mistake disproves everything because classical theism claims that God is omniscient. So if he makes a single truth, like he makes a single truth claim, you know what I'm saying, that is false, it disproves the entire thing. It cannot come from like the book cannot come from a creator. That's what I'm saying. It's not what these religions claim. If there is one single mistake in the book, it's no longer entirely from a creator. It has been corrupted at least. There must be zero mistakes. Is the Bible historically and scientifically accurate? Bitch fame, bitch name. Bro, that doesn't mean like it has some truth. It doesn't mean that it's a book of a creator. Like what you gotta understand is that does not follow. There are many human books that have very few errors. Does that mean they are from a creator? No. It has to make like it has to back up its extraordinary claims. The existence of heaven. It has to prove the existence of hell, the existence of a devil, the existence of God. There has to be definitive proof, which these textbooks lack. This is why I don't take them seriously, because they don't provide shit. Bitch name, bitch fame. Suck about that. It's not a science text. It's not a science textbook. Bitch name, bitch name. Most accurate source of all human history. I said, bitch name, bitch fame. What the fuck you talking shit? Yo, get the fuck, bro. Y'all see, bro. These fucks, this spread misinformation. They would do anything to defend their bullshit. You see that shit? Fucking bitch, you see that shit? Man, suck my dick. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm done with y'all motherfuckers pushing y'all religions on all day, man. Suck my dick, nigga. I'm too aware of this shit. It's not considered the most accurate source of... Fuck out of here, dirty ass niggas. Which I think this is true, but and no one comes to the Father except through him. Bro, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe in that bullshit. He's the only man in history that claimed to be God and proved it by raising. I claim to be God, suck my dick. But you cannot disprove that claim. Claim to be God. Anyone can claim to be God, but you cannot disprove that. In this, like similarly to how Jesus claims that he is God, there is no contradiction because I'm not saying that I'm a human and I'm a God at the same time. I'm saying that I have two natures. I have a divine nature. I have a human nature. I choose to be a human. I was a God, right? So I choose to be a human, to exist in a human form. And you know what I'm saying? So new body, new memories, new everything. I don't remember anything from the past. I don't remember anything from a decision. I still have my divine nature, but it's hidden. It's locked. I won't get back to being a god until I die. This is like an unfalsifiable claim. You cannot disprove this. So get out of here. Nah, bro, there is no evidence, bro. There is no evidence for that he rose himself from the dead. Fuck out of here. There is no evidence. There is evidence for his existence, maybe, but not for that. 500 documented eyewitness accounts. Bro, y'all trying everything to push these garbage religions, man. Y'all trying everything y'all can to push these things. When in reality, the most likely scenario is that there is none of this bullshit is true. Your existence does not have an objective purpose. And once you die, that's it. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Only Christian fuckers, bro, they say this shit. Out of here, bitch. Disproven. Fuck out of here. Get disproven, bitch. Get fucking disproven, nigga. Y'all dirty. I ain't believe in y'all bullshit, nigga. I'm too bit dizzy, dog. Just relapse this shit. Proof is false. Now we can exchange one Christianity, one time Islam. We can. Well, we're gonna reply to here. We're gonna see some niggas, though. Fucking retarded. Right now, niggas retarded. Let's see what the champ gotta say, man. Let's see what the champ gotta say.
If God is omnipotent and all good, then if he's omnipotent, if he's all good, then how comes evil exists? The answer to that question is as follows. I'm going to give it to you right now. God is not just those two things, he's also all wise. So, in order for the problem of evil, from an Islamic traditionalist perspective, to be unlocked or to make sense from a logical perspective, you have to show logically, or naturalistically, or cosmologically, or mathematically, or inductively, or abductively, any way possible, how the existence of evil contradicts the divine wisdom. That's how it goes.
Bro, I don't have to prove. I don't have to prove nothing. You have to prove your claim that this is all wise. Because if there is one case, and how do you define wisdom in the first place? Is it an act that reflects intelligence? Because based on that definition, I don't see wisdom myself. That doesn't mean he is not all wise, but I don't see a reason to believe he's all wise. Because, for example, people who are born paralyzed, right? In my opinion, that does not reflect, like the act, if it's a direct act from God, it does not reflect wisdom. Because these people are made to suffer. What about animal suffering? How is that wise? How is that a wise act? I mean, animals, they, what can I say? Like they live off each other, right? So they live with the law of the strongest rules. The survival is for the fittest. I mean, so they are going through suffering. I mean, consistently they are being eaten by other animals, right? So the strongest, I mean, dominates the weakest. How is that wise? Like, they don't have like structures like the human brain, right? So they cannot do like, I mean, they don't have the same level of intelligence as the humans, right? So you might argue that they are not tested as well. If they aren't tested as well, then what's the purpose of their suffering? Now you have to answer these things because but let's see what he said. Let's see what he said.
Or cosmologically, or mathematically, or inductively, or abductively, any way possible. How the existence of evil contradicts the divine wisdom. That's
Bro, like, the existence of evil contradicts a benevolent God. That's what it contradicts. Something could be evil but wise, right? It can be evil from our perspective but wise from God's perspective. I agree with that, but it contradicts the existence of a being that is benevolent, that is all good.
That's how it goes. If we don't believe in a God with three attributes, goodness, or two attributes, and omnipotence, that's not the God we believe in.
Why is
So we
that
have to-
perfection? Why is goodness perfection? Why is wisdom perfection? Total wisdom. Why is it not wisdom in only situations where in only certain situations? Why is it wisdom in all situations? And why is not perfection defined by both evilness and goodness at the same time? Why only goodness? And why not only evilness? I mean, why only goodness? Yeah, why not only evilness or goodness and evilness both?
Show, otherwise it's an emotional argument. If God is omnipotent,
Yeah, get out of here. I'm done with this, bro. Fucking retarded. Everybody's retarded. I'm done with this. Bro, this life makes no sense in my opinion. I don't see like no purpose. I don't see, I'm talking about an objective one, of course. There are subjective purposes, like going to work, doing, like chasing your goals, whether be it knowledge, or be it self-control, whatever. These are subjective purposes. But with the objective, I don't see like no objective purpose. Like, even like, I mean, basic human needs, like, or I mean, well, not basic human needs, but yeah, basic human needs for survival, I would say. I wouldn't say human needs in general. I'm talking about survival, like for example, drinking, eating, drinking water, eating food, sleeping. These are like like requirements for survival, right? So they are requirements, conditions to have an experience. These are not objective purposes, but preconditions, I would say. That's what I gotta say. Working on a weekend like usual.
The reason that we believe Christianity is true is because the answer to 4 questions is yes. How about the first question? Does truth exist? Obviously, you hear people say all the time, there is no truth, or you got your truth.
Let me tell you something.
I got my truth. All truth is relative. When somebody says there is no truth, you ought to ask that person a question. You ought to say, is that true?
I think there is a truth. There is an objective truth, but it's probably not accessible, or may never be accessible to humans. When it comes to the metaphysical, like does God exist? What happens after death? There is no way to know these things because they cannot be verified empirically. They are like infalsifiable claims. You can argue for them, but it's not the same as like definitive evidence or proof for the truth.
It's true that there's no truth, because if it's true that there's no truth, the claim there is no truth can't be true, but it claims to be true. In other words, it's a self-defeating claim. Of course there's truth. If there was no truth, an atheist couldn't be right that there was no God. So there is truth. Question number 2. Does God exist? There are several arguments for the existence of God. Let me just give you one. Even atheists today are admitting that space, matter, and time had a beginning out of nothing. Well, think about this, friend.
What did you just say?
Does God exist? There are several arguments for the existence of God. Let me just give you one. Even atheists today are admitting that space, matter, and time had a beginning out of nothing. Well,
Out of nothing? No, you get out of here. What do you mean out of nothing? Nothing, bro. Like he's strawman in the position. He's strawman in the position. Like you get what I'm saying? This is not the common position. Nothing. How can nothing give something? Zero cannot give one. You could come from something, right? So nothing can't come from nothing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it could just exist. I mean, if nothing is logically impossible, then something has to exist. And if something is the universe, right? And that universe is the beginning of time and space, then it has to exist with necessity, right? And if it's the beginning of time and space, as I said, then it may not make sense to ask what's before. It's like asking what's north of the North Pole. So, yeah, that's what I gotta say.
This, friends, if space, matter, and time had a beginning out of nothing, whatever created space, matter, and time can't be made of space, matter, and time. Now,
Strowman in the position, get out of here.
when you think about a spaceless, timeless, immaterial, powerful, personal, intelligent cause, who do you think of?
No, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a spaceless, timeless, immaterial. This does not have to be the case. It does not have to be a personal cause, right? I mean, the people who believe in a contingent universe exists as a brute fact. They deny the existence of an explanation. But even if we accept that there is an explanation, this explanation is a cause, right? It's almost always a cause, right? When it comes to physical things that exist or that begin to exist, I would say. Even if we accept that cause, it can be like an impersonal cause. Necessary reality. It doesn't have a will. It somehow calls the universe. Yeah, we can imagine it. Probably like a non-physical universe. But it does not have to be spaceless, timeless. So you need an additional premise. You cannot jump to that conclusion immediately.
God. Now, we don't know it's the Christian God at this point, but we know it's a theistic God, a being who's beyond
It didn't prove anything. Get out of here.
the world, who created the world. The third question is, are miracles possible?
No, they are not, because they don't obey the laws of physics. Get the fuck out of here.
Obviously, Christianity can't be true if miracles are not possible. But the greatest miracle in the Bible has already occurred, and we have scientific evidence for it. What's that? I just mentioned it. The creation of the universe, nothing.
Bro, who says that the universe was created out of nothing? Bro, in physics, nothing is not absolutely nothing. It's not philosophical nothingness. When we talk about nothing in physics, we talk about mathematical structures. We talk about lowest possible energy states. So it's not actually nothing, because nothing can't give something. And as I say, if nothing is logically impossible, then the universe is something, everything that is, then it doesn't require a cause. It doesn't require an explanation.
If Genesis 1:1 is true, every other verse in the Bible is at least possible. Because if there's a being that can create the universe out of nothing, can he do whatever he wants inside the universe? If he can create the whole show
There is
out of
no
nothing?
God, I would say, because classical theists would argue that yeah, if nothing is logically impossible, then it cannot exist. Then something might exist. That something is God, right? So God gave existence to this contingent universe. That's what they could argue. But in the case of no God, it still applies. Like the universe is something, right? Is this something? Everything that is. Therefore, its existence is necessary, you know? If the universe is the beginning of time and space, because necessity implies absolute eternity, existing at all times. If the universe is the beginning of time and space, then there is no point in time beforehand in which it didn't exist.
Of course, he can resurrect Jesus from the
And the end of the universe, with the end of the universe theories, we're talking about the end of matter or the end of particles. We're not talking about the universe actually ceasing to exist, which a lot of people don't understand.
dead, or walk on water, or part the Red Sea. He can do any of that.
Yeah, prove to me it can do any of it.
So the final question, the fourth question, which gets us all the way to the Christian God, is the New Testament reliable enough to show us that Jesus rose from the dead? The reason we believe in Christianity is because an event occurred, the resurrection. Now, I have to ask you this. Why would the Jewish writers of the New Testament, all were Jewish with the exception of Luke, Why would they invent a resurrected Jesus? Why would they say that a man who claimed to be God rose from the dead if it didn't happen? They thought that would be blasphemy for a man to claim to be God. And why would they invent a resurrected Jesus? They already thought they were God's chosen people. They had no motive to claim to be God. This. Why would the Jewish writers of the New Testament, all were Jewish with the exception of Luke, why would they invent a resurrected Jesus? Why would they say that a man who claimed to be God rose from the dead if it didn't happen? They thought that would be blasphemy for a man to claim to be God. And why would they invent a resurrected Jesus? They already thought they were God's chosen people. They had no motive to invent a resurrected Jesus. And certainly
Bro, all the Christians say that they witnessed, people witnessed the resurrection of Jesus. It's only a historical claim made by the Christian, right? Christians. It's not made by other people, so.
Not have invented it in Jerusalem, where an empty tomb existed. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, the New Testament writers did not create the resurrection. The resurrection created the New Testament writers. There would be no New Testament if it wasn't for the resurrection. Now, even if the New Testament never existed, Christianity would still be true. Why? Because Christianity is based on an event, the resurrection. Do you realize there were thousands of Christians before?
Bro. Wait a second. Resurrection is not proven, bro. How like you trying to prove like the truth of our religion based on one single claim? Like, what about these heaven claims? What about these hell claims? Bro, you gotta prove everything, bro. Everything has to be true. Everything has to be true. You cannot just go by the truth of a few claims and say that the entire book is true and therefore it is from God. Like, what logic is that? You claim that your God is omniscient, right? And everything gotta be true. Why can't you prove that everything gotta be true? This God is omnipotent. Why can't he prove that everything within this book is true? Like, get out of here.
A line in the New Testament was ever written?
Get out of here, dog.
Because an event occurred. The resurrection.
Get
you
the
have
fuck
to have
out of
more
here.
faith to believe it didn't occur.
Get out of here.
And if God exists, and he does, and can create the universe out of nothing, then he can certainly resurrect Jesus from the dead. That's why we believe in Christianity.
Created the universe from nothing. Bro, who told you that it's a God that created the universe from nothing? Fucking idiot.
You have to have more faith to believe it didn't occur than it did. And if God exists, and he does, and can create the universe out of nothing.
And he does. Well, what is the proof? And he exists and he does.
That he can certainly resurrect Jesus from the dead. Occurred. The resurrection. You have to have more faith to believe it didn't occur than it did. And if God exists, and he does, and can create the universe out of nothing, then he can certainly resurrect.
But what is your proof that there is a God and he created the universe out of nothing? You're just asserting claims.
Jesus from the dead. That's why we believe in Christianity.
Okay, so that follows logically, right? If he rose someone from the dead, he can create the universe out of nothing. Like, get the fuck out of here. These are two different abilities. Doing the first ability doesn't imply doing this necessarily being able to do the second. Like, are you fucking stupid or something? Like, anyways, I'm done with these idiots, man. So fucking retarded. Well, they study this shit 24/7 and fucking nerds, but they still can provide shit. Yes.